Little Miss Recap contains adult language and is intended for entertainment purposes only. Amanda, it's Barry Plath.
Hi, Barry. How are you?
Would you like to run a 5K with me?
No. No, I know what you do on those runs, sir. You scare me.
Running, it wasn't a 5K. What was it called?
It is actually a 5K, but it's a Spartan race. The distance of it is a 5K.
Running with
Right.
Barry Plath. Those
Bad.
are my two worst nightmares combined. That'd be like Zelda from Pet Sematary call me up and be like, Amy, do you want a carrot? I just no.
We had an incident last night.
Oh.
There was an incident in Backdoor Friends.
Ooh. Okay, what happened? Where was I?
Someone posted Zelda.
Are you kidding me?
No. I'm surprised you did not look at the Backdoor Friends chat. Someone posted Zelda. I was someone said immediately, Amy, don't go in the group. Amanda, get in there and fix this.
Who did it?
I'm not going to divulge names. You can look in the activity log. Don't click on see details.
No,
because you'll see it.
No. Why, Amanda? Why would they do this to me?
I don't know. It was just as we were getting into bed, and I was like, "Oh God, we have a Backdoor Friends emergency." And Todd's like, "What? What could possibly be a Backdoor Friends emergency?" And I'm like, "It's Zelda." So then I had to explain Zelda. And yes, so folks, this is not a joke. This is not like cute if you think you're doing this. A bunch of people in the Backdoor Friends chat were like, we have one rule, people. Just
you know what I need to do? I need to put it in the main rules.
Yes. No Zelda.
No Zelda.
Yeah, well, actually, it was challenging to figure out what rule to pick. As that one breaking.
Spam, harmful, offensive.
I went with the hate speech and bullying. That felt like the most accurate.
Oh, now I feel bad for the person.
Don't feel bad.
I didn't have bad intentions.
No, I just said, please don't ever post this again. I was very polite. But yeah, there was a big emergency at like 10:30 last night.
Again, guys, Zelda Fitzgerald, welcome.
Right.
Zelda from Hyrule, the Nintendo character, very welcome.
Okay.
Zelda from Pet Sematary,
never welcome.
No. Never. No. Not the actor, not a cartoon version of her, nothing. God, I get chills even thinking about her that she was in the group.
I took care of you.
Dear God.
But yeah, go back and look at the chat from last night. It's very funny. Like, Amanda, help! Help! Fix this!
Oy.
Don't do this, people. Don't do this.
Well, Barry Plath and running, again, two of my worst favorite things. Or my least favorite things.
Your
worst nightmares.
Worst nightmares, least favorite things.
Least favorite things. This episode was crap.
This episode was stupid. Why are we here?
I don't know. I only
enjoyed the Olivia time.
Yeah, same.
And well, we did get to meet Veronica Peters / Summer Foster.
Yeah, not what I expected.
Not what I expected either, but we'll get there.
Yeah. Okay.
First of all, I didn't expect her to come on camera this soon in the season.
Mm-hmm. No, me either. That lasted like a week.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to be on camera.
Okay, bye.
And
they have not one but two Teslas, by the way. One of which is the real expensive one.
She's fucking loaded.
Yeah.
She's loaded.
Yeah.
Just a quick announcement. I'm trying to think. We're a podcast movement this week, so there's not going to be a ton of content.
Mm-mm.
When I get back, I have heard your pleas, and Shubnam and I will be doing the Lacey Peterson documentary.
Good.
Amanda and I are too busy. We got too much going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to tap Shubnam in for that documentary. And what else?
Does she know? Or are we announcing it to her?
She
now?
knows.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I talked to her about it.
Unlike the other one where you're like, we're doing this, whether you like it or not, girl. It's happening.
And here's how great Shubnam is. She's already like, I'm going to do some research on the Innocence Project thing. I'm like, okay.
I love her.
I said, Amanda and I did talk about that when we did.
But we didn't do a lot of research into it.
But we didn't do it. So she'll go research her heart out.
Just that basically it's not the real Innocence Project.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. I don't think there's any more announcements. You know, guys, if you want to support the show, jump on Patreon. We got a lot going on there, including Love Off the Grid, which I'm loving.
So we watched a lot of it last night because there was really nothing else on TV.
Mm-hmm.
We get a new couple in like episode 9.
I heard. We're only on episode 7, but I heard.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there's like episode 9 or 10. There's a new couple.
Why do you think?
I think we're finished with Charlie and Jen.
Okay.
I
All right.
think.
Because I thought maybe Shayla and Ryan break up, but I'm not sure. I haven't watched that far.
Yeah, I think it's that we're done with Charlie and Jen because it just kind of like seemed to like gel at a point, and we could just be done,
like wrapped up.
Mhm,
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
That's
It
a
wasn't
shame.
definitive wrap up, but it could be a wrap up.
That's a shame because he's Timmy's favorite.
He's my favorite.
Can I tell you how many times around the house we say Jen in the mountain, Jen and the boys?
Is it as often as you say Can and
No,
Gyps?
no, I say Ken quite a bit. And I'll go Gypsy. Just rolls out of Rod's mouth. Ugh,
like,
can't talk about Rod today.
Like honey. Comes right out.
But Amanda, I'm saving Amanda's time, guys, because she needs to go into Gypsy Rose with me again. So that's why you can't be tied up with Lacey Peterson. That's got to happen over there.
Can't have that hullabaloo happening over here. Got to stay focused on Gyps.
She has to stay in cutoff with me.
Gyps and Ryan. Actually, we won't be in cutoff very much when we go back because we're just going to be in like her jail cafeteria.
All right. Yeah. I can't wait for season 2 of that show.
I can't either.
Can we just put cameras on them constantly? Well, we do have cameras on them constantly.
Mm-hmm. We do.
It's called Lives, and they're on it constantly.
Right. But every live is Ryan's last one.
Everyone. And he puts that fucking cowboy hat on every time. Anyway, I spend way too much time watching them.
Okay.
All right, let's get into Welcome to Plathville Season 6, Episode 6. Do we have a title?
Give me your mud.
Oh, God. Okay. All right.
Okay. Do we want to... what order?
Let's get the fucking race out of the way.
Okay. Let's start there. So we're in Jacksonville. And we open with Barry talking about how tight his thigh is, and Amber's contorting herself like a pretzel on the floor.
Yeah, did not need this scene. There's already so much speculation about Lydia being Barry's wife.
Yeah.
Stop with the sexual innuendo when your daughters are in the hotel room with you.
Did they sleep in the same room with Barry?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. If it was one daughter sleeping in the... I don't know why that creeps me out.
I told you that Barry... Have I used this comparison before that he reminds me of the guy on... The evil judge on Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
No, you've not talked about this. Please.
Have you seen that movie? That movie was seminal to my upbringing. Yes.
A million years. I think I saw it when it came out, and I don't think I've seen it since.
So Judge Doom is the guy. And at the end, he gets rolled over by a steamroller. And he pops back up, and it is revealed that he is a toon.
Ah, yes.
Yes. And he looks real crazy.
Yes.
You need to Google it. Judge Doom, Roger Rabbit toon. And his eyes shoot out of his... Because it's revealed he killed Eddie's brother. He dropped a piano on his head.
Right.
So he does the... Ah! And the weird laugh, and the eyes come out. Yeah, that's Barry Plath.
It is. It really is. That's not good. It's really not good.
I was very scared of that when I was a child. Now I'm very scared of Barry Plath as an adult.
It kind of reminds me of, oh God, what is it? I could see the scary guy. It's a horror movie. He looks like an old man. He's got like a hat on, like with a flat
it's a Poltergeist.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I forget
the creepy minister dude.
Yeah, old man from Poltergeist.
This is important.
Yeah,
this is way more interesting than the.
Yeah, Reverend Harry Kane.
Okay. This might be my Zelda. Yeah, this is my Zelda.
Oh, okay.
Not really. Not that.
Shut it off.
My friend Jen, anytime she's super sick, she'll send us like a gif of this and be like,
okay,
help, it's happening. She's convinced that's what she looks like when she's sick.
Yeah. But that's Barry Plath. He's Judge Doom the toon.
That works. Okay. We're one bullet point in and we're already off.
All right, let's go.
Okay. So they're in 3 rooms. I said, God, did Lydia sleep with her dad? They did a trial run at the farm recently, and it was a low-key mock attempt, but the real thing today will be way different. Who gives a fuck? Why are we here? Ethan can't be here. I wish I wasn't here.
Ethan had a work event. No, Ethan lives across the country. He couldn't be here.
Most people don't fly across country to do a Spartan race with their family.
Yeah.
This isn't the Boston Marathon. Like,
no.
And Amber's here, and she thinks it's beautiful that they've all gone through this divorce, and now they're putting their energy into this.
No.
Okay. So here's where I got confused. The clock in the hotel room said 8:20. Usually these things start at like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, especially in Florida. Like, it's going to be hot.
It's really hot. I don't know what's happening. Micah isn't feeling this because I think he stayed out way too late with his buddy Will partying it up.
Yeah, also, Micah was hungover totally.
Why does Will keep showing up?
I don't know.
There's something weird about this too.
But I like Will better than Ethan's friend, who we'll get to.
Oh yeah, way better than Ethan's friend. Because Will doesn't say a lot.
No, Will knows his place.
That's a benefit. Will. Isaac apparently thinks he's going to run this in just his regular clothes because he forgot to pack anything.
Yeah.
Which feels like peak 17-year-old boy to me.
Isaac's going to run it in like his farm overalls.
Right. Which is good because that's how Ethan shows up to the gym to work out, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Producer asks Isaac if he is physically and mentally prepared for this race. Like, what are we going through, like a gauntlet?
I know, this is so stupid.
Why are we doing this? He thinks either he or Micah will do the best. Micah thinks Isaac is too unprepared because he got distracted helping Mariah pack. I can't imagine trying to corral Mariah into anything. Barry says that hurting kids isn't stressful. It is frustrating because he's a punctual guy and he's not into herd management. Okay, Mr. Chick Killer, allegedly. This is
Barry's like, I only chase co-eds.
I never do it in the mud because I don't want there to be a track from my feet as I chase them. Lydia has done 2 of these before. What is Small Wonder doing?
I know. Small Wonder's in shape, man.
Small Wonder is a beast.
Wow.
Except Mariah
traveling all over the country to like Florida and Utah and running races.
It's like a new kid. Where's her prayer closet?
I don't know.
She still goes into the prayer closet?
Maybe she has leg weights in the prayer closet.
Oh, and she's just like
when she's
lifting
praying,
her legs all the time.
When she's praying for Olivia and Ethan to break up so she can marry Ethan. I mean, when she's praying for Olivia and Ethan to be healed.
Right.
You know, she's doing her leg lifts.
In the prayer closet. Really? Do you think she goes back into the prayer closet? Or are we done with the prayer closet portion of our life?
I don't know.
We haven't seen it in a couple seasons.
Unclear.
But I'm shocked that she's really into this. She thinks it's the perfect challenge for her family because they're all fit.
Okay, I want to talk about this.
The number of times they had to point out that everyone was fit made me want to flip a table.
This enraged me because as the fat kid in a fit family, this was like, I almost had trauma over this because...
Did we almost go back into your, childhood trauma?
Well, this is something like my family would do. Like, I remember very distinctly that my mom and dad and Jenny went to Jim Thorpe.
Okay.
And there is a bike trail that you could ride along the river, and it's 30 miles one way and 30 miles back. So it's a 60-mile bike ride.
That's a long ride.
And they just made me go. And I was like fat and out of shape. And I like cried the entire time. And but you don't want to be like, I can't do this.
Right. How many times have you and I struggled through things?
Right.
Because you don't want to admit you can't do it.
And you don't want to draw attention to your fatness. That's something that, Yeah. So like I did it. And then I remember sobbing and my parents buying me a big juicy burger at Molly McGuire's.
Okay. I've never been to Jim Thorpe.
What?
I've never been to Jim Thorpe.
Oh, Amanda, we need to go.
Okay.
You would love it.
Do it. And then it didn't happen. So let's make it happen.
Delightful.
That's what I hear.
It just, I felt out of place in my own family. I felt shame, even though I know that my parents did not intend that. But it was like, it just came with the territory. Yeah. They were all thin and I wasn't.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself last night, what would Kim and Barry, especially Barry, do if they had a fat kid?
Oh God, it would be awful.
Yeah.
He'd have that kid up at 4 a.m. in the morning running and doing shit. It would be bad. It'd be really abusive.
Yeah, it would be.
It was not good. was not good.
And so I just felt like, I don't know, it just brought something up in me and I didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't like the subtext of it that like only fit people are worthy.
Yeah.
It felt really gross.
Fat people can run races too, and they could be in shape and they could be fit.
Oh, I have been a fat person as an adult my entire life. I've done 3 half marathons. Like, it can happen. I didn't run. I'm a walker, but still.
Yep.
13 walking 13.1 miles in under 4 hours is no fucking joke.
Oh no, that's no joke.
Yeah.
And when I was when this Jim Thorpe incident occurred, it was a different time.
Yeah.
And I did not want to be seen as a fat person doing the exercise. Like now I feel like that would be a little more acceptable and people wouldn't be like snickering at you, but I feel like that was very different time. Yeah.
Because it was a very different time.
Yeah. Anyway,
so,
back to this.
Mariah only trained 1 day for this. So that'll go well.
Yeah.
Amber loves doing things like this. She says she thinks gymnastics and taekwondo will have prepared her well, and she does really well.
Yeah, she does.
She does really, really well.
She really does.
Mariah thinks from a distance it looks easy and probably won't be as difficult as she thought it would be.
Mariah's a great example of somebody who's super thin and not in great shape.
Correct. What is it? What is the term that they use for that? I don't know. It's an offensive. It's like fat skinny or something, skinny fat or something. It's like, ugh, I don't like it. But
no.
Yeah.
I don't like any of this. I don't like any of this. Skinny. Everybody's got to be fit. Everybody's got to be fit. Like, Barry, fuck right off. Go chase some co-eds, dude.
Barry says that there are 2 options for this. Run together or every man for himself. Micah won't run with Mariah because she's too slow. And I'm like, we are really judgy about people's level of fitness through this whole thing.
Yes, they are.
Big time. Barry. Okay. Also, we need to talk about Barry and his talking head. He has shaved his head.
He has
bad. Like shaved head, short hair.
Bad.
It's
bad.
And
he looks ghostly.
Yeah, he does not look well.
He looks like jaundiced a little bit,
maybe.
I don't know what's going on with him.
It's not good. It's not good.
You know what it is? He's gotten smart to leave him behind DNA. Shaves his head.
Yeah, he needs to have shorter hair for that. Yeah. I wonder if he's like burned off his fingerprints yet. It's actually a real problem with people like who are cooks and stuff.
I thought you were going to say that's something you tried to do in the 70s because that would be some shit I tried to pull in my childhood.
Yeah,
burn off the fingertips.
No, I worked at a wedding and event planning company doing like IT stuff, and we did a whole upgrade of their HR systems, which meant new time clocks. And they did biometric logins because, of course, people were trying to cheat the system. But for people who were cooks, that was a real problem because a lot of them don't have good fingerprints anymore because they've burned their fingers so much.
I know that Timmy's fingerprints are almost gone because they're so calloused. Everything is calloused on him. The tips of his fingers, the middle of his fingers. I think it's better now that he's not out in the field.
Yeah.
But when he was working in the field, he had like no sensation in his fingers at all, like his fingertips.
That's not good, really.
Yeah,
I think you're supposed to feel your fingertips.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so our race is about to begin. Folks are pumped.
Yeah.
Almost everybody's wearing a GoPro. Micah's wearing one. Mariah's wearing one. I didn't like any of it because every time they did a sight from it, I was getting nauseated.
Yeah, it was dumb.
Lydia's pumped to get muddy. She doesn't strike me as someone who's psyched to get muddy, but she seems to be. But doesn't think she'll do well against her family, except maybe Mariah.
Because Mariah's a loser.
Because Mariah sucks. So Barry is actually struggling more than he thought he would.
Good.
He says he's in good shape in the gym, but not out here. Okay. Isaac is keeping up with Micah the whole time.
Killing it.
But he missed an obstacle, Amy.
Oh, and Micah won't let him forget it.
No,
this would be me. This would be me. I'm just going to say.
You and Jenny?
Yeah.
You were doing this together?
I like to think that I'm better than this. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. Okay. I would be screaming, you missed it. You didn't complete the race. Forget it. It's over.
Oh, see, I'd be like, okay, I don't care.
No, not me. Okay. You know how competitive I am.
I know you are. I'm just not competitive at all.
Don't get me wrong. I'd be coming in last.
but
I would make sure that, yes, I would make sure that everybody knew that Jenny did not complete the race in the proper way.
Got it. Okay. Micah rats Isaac out to the producer and Cassia. No one cares. Barry has to do burpees because he missed an obstacle. Mariah's fighting her ass off to do the rope climb, and she does it. I'm actually impressed.
I'm
Rope
impressed.
climbs, dude. Do you remember fucking presidential physical fitness tests and the
I
fucking rope
remember
climb?
it was a huge source of my grade school humiliation. I remember.
Agreed. It's awful that they did that and the stupid rope climb. Barry's running out of juice. I'm like, Small Wonders really had a glow up.
Yeah,
she looks good. We continue through the race.
Don't you fall into the trap of Small Wonder, Amanda.
No.
She wants to take your rights away. Be careful.
Don't worry. I said we continue through this race, and I'm bored. Why are we here?
Yeah.
Why are we here?
Yeah.
Why is this happening?
Yeah,
Mariah tries to make them do this race together as a traumatic bonding event moment for them. I'm like, okay. You all just fucking need therapy.
Well, this is how they're going to work out their trauma, Amanda.
Right, through a mud run.
Yeah, like Barry says, Ethan, if you're depressed, hit the gym, bud. That's what I did.
Amy, depression is just a visitor.
Just a visitor. Take it to the gym on a day pass.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, get your Planet Fitness guest pass for your depression and bring it in.
Bring it in.
Fucking idiot.
Lydia gets rope burn. Who cares? Isaac wins. 39 minutes flat and 19th overall of like 1,000+ people.
Isaac?
Isaac, yeah.
Oh, I missed that part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isaac. But Micah finishes a minute and 40 seconds after
behind him.
And he says he could have run it twice, but he actually won because of the obstacle.
So when he was saying that to the producer, I was dreaming that a producer would go, "Oh, okay, then go ahead. We'll film it.
Let's see what happens.
Go ahead, run again.
Try this again." Oh my God, you little jackass. Now we wait for everyone else. Amber wins next, comes in next, 50 minutes. Amber thinks it's amazing to do this with her family. I like Amber. I want her to leave the fold though. I feel like there's hope for her if she gets out.
There's hope for the 3 little ones.
Yeah.
Let's keep just praying for their souls.
Small Wonder's a lost cause.
Everybody, let's go into our prayer closets and pray for the 3 little sisters that they make it out.
Yes, exactly. So Amber beats Barry. Barry comes in at 56:10. He's happy with his finish, tries to make this a lot bigger metaphor than it really warrants.
Oh, he's an idiot.
Mariah beats Lydia by a head. Mariah comes in at 58:36 and Lydia by 0.02 seconds later. Micah says they'll just have to do it again because he and Isaac disagree who won.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, guys.
Okay, good. Okay. Let's stay in Florida.
Okay.
Let's go to South Florida. We just call South Florida. It's Boca Raton. Like there's literal sites of Boca
with
there.
17 Teslas in the driveway and yeah.
So we're back with Micah and his buddy Will, as we said, and I'm like, he's like, Will just keeps coming because I think he likes Florida. I'm like, no, I think he wants to be on a fucking TV show.
And I think Will's into you, dude.
I think Will's real into you, dude. Most of the family's going to run the Spartan Race in Jacksonville. So this is before the scene happens in the show, as Micah's preparing to go. He's cleaning the car and we explain the Spartan Race. Will probably won't do it because it's super messy. Same Will. Same. I don't want to volunteer.
Yeah, Amanda, that's why I'm not doing a race because it's too messy.
I don't want to get dirty.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
That's it. We have the 2 Teslas in the driveway. This race was Barry's idea. Lydia's done them before, as we said. We see half the face of Veronica and the bottom of her face looks exactly like Olivia.
Yeah.
Exactly. She isn't coming because the family will want to post on social media and she doesn't do a public relationship. Micah says he hasn't trained, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now we come back and we've got nice scenes of Boca. We're back in the living room. Micah is sitting on the couch. There is a whole display on the table behind her of like 6 different pairs of sunglasses.
Oh, I didn't notice this.
It kind of looks like one of those racks you see at like a sunglass store or in a glasses store.
Okay.
You know, those plastic things. Well, okay. Seemed odd. Micah says Veronica's name.
That's when I knew, okay, she's coming out.
Yeah, she's coming out. So it tries to make it sound like we're happy.
Coming out. I want the world to know.
I've got to know. Let it show.
Sorry.
So she comes out.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Okay. Let's
talk
break
about
this down.
Okay.
She is not what I expected.
Okay. What did you expect versus what did you get?
I expected, I don't know, like some little petite, meek, like little thing.
She was super tall.
She's built like a basketball player.
Yeah.
She's tall.
people have been scouring her social media, her
Yeah.
like real estate social media, and people are like, I think she's like 6'2". Like she's real fucking tall.
Yeah, she's really tall. I mean, she's pretty, but she's not like, she just looks like an average person to me.
Yeah.
Where
She looks like a pretty Florida girl.
I guess I expected Micah to be with like some supermodel.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Her eyebrows are something.
They are some serious eyebrows.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I thought she was really pretty.
She's very pretty.
I mean, look, she's 100 times prettier than me. But
No,
I
she's
just
not.
thought he would be with like Kathy Ireland. Is that current reference? Cindy
Jesus.
Crawford.
Cindy Crawford. Oh my God. You thought he'd be with
I'm
Elizabeth
still
Taylor.
holding out hope that Micah could be queer. Please, please, please. Please,
I'm
please,
still
please,
not
please,
sold that
please,
Micah isn't
please.
queer in some way, shape, or form.
I hope he is. I want that storyline.
I want that for him.
I want that for him. Yes, yes.
Except I don't want that for him because his family will not allow it to happen.
But see, that's what I want. I want
I want
him
him
to
to
be
leave the family.
queer. No, I want him to be queer, and I want him to
They have to have a reckoning.
challenge the family, and there's a reckoning, and then they realize that they're assholes.
That queer people are people too.
Yes.
And they're just fine as they are.
And then they go vote for Kamala. I mean, it's like a whole thing.
I think Barry Plath would sooner cut his own head off
Oh,
than vote for Kamala Harris.
Yeah. That's true.
I don't
You're
think
right.
that's happening. See, the thing I thought about her, it's not so much her appearance because I'd seen photos of her on her social media.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't looking close enough.
Yeah, she's a tall drink of water.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised with how like unworldly she is.
So Amanda, this girl reminds me of the kids I used to teach. So I used to teach at a Jesuit university here, and we used to have our feeder schools were in Long Island.
Yep.
And Long Island and Florida demographics are very similar.
Correct. A lot of people from New York, that part of New York in particular, wind up in Boca, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm, i.e. see my dad and my stepsister. And
exactly. Yes. So she is the typical like kid of a rich dad.
How sheltered must you be for the Plaths to introduce you to crazy exotic food like salsa?
Yeah.
Like salsa.
Yeah. This kid was sheltered. Again, not her fault.
Have you never been to a Chili's? Like, what's happening?
Right. Not her fault, but she's never thought about outside of her circumstances.
How do you feel about Chili's?
I don't know if I've ever been to a Chili's.
What?
Is that? There used to be a restaurant called Chi-Chi's.
Correct.
That was a Mexican restaurant.
Correct.
I went there. My mom got thrown out once.
I remember Chi-Chi's. Now you can just get like the salsa in the store. There's like a Chi-Chi's brand salsa.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember ever going to a Chili's.
Oh my God, we went to Chili's so much like in high school and college.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. See, we didn't have one around us, so it wasn't.
Yeah, we went because you would get they had an unlimited bowl of chips and salsa.
Mm.
So you could really maximize your food budget
at
a Chili's.
Because, yeah.
But you know the baby back ribs, Michael Scott.
Yes.
Baby back ribs.
Yes. Do you know I still go and just eat chips and salsa for like an hour and drink a margarita and leave? Like half the time I can go to a Mexican restaurant and I don't need actual food.
Right.
I could or I'll get guac on the side and that's it. Mm-hmm.
I don't see a problem with this.
Yeah.
I know like a normal way of
I've
behaving.
never been to Chili's. I'll have to put it on my list next to Taco Bell.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe we can do all of these things.
People came for us because we have not been to Taco Bell.
I know. I don't know what to tell you. I'd actually posted it in Ace and Caitlin's Facebook group before that I've never been.
I'm not going.
It looks gross. And I hear it makes your tummy unhappy.
Yeah. No.
No.
Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words.
So they ask if he's joining them. She says maybe, and then she comes out. So this was a bone of contention in their relationship. Let's go back to why we're actually here to talk about Veronica.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to be in the spotlight. And she thought when they first met, she'd never do this. And she constantly she hides from cameras in their relationship. It sounds like she does not like her photo taken, period.
Okay, she's extremely
shy.
Weird about that.
Yes.
And I don't know what to make of that because
I don't either.
This is antithetical to her generation, right? Is she a Gen Z or is she a millennial? She'd be a young millennial?
Maybe. Maybe.
I don't know.
What ages are millennials?
Okay, so millennials were born in 1980 to 2000.
Millennials.
So 24
81 to
would be.
96.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So she is either
She's a Gen
very
Z.
young millennial or she's not over 27.
She's Gen Z.
Okay.
I'm telling you, my daughters are constantly. I mean, they don't want anything on my social media about
No, of
them.
course not. Of course.
They don't want anything, you know, everything has to be run through filters and very, you know.
Sure.
I don't know.
17-year-old girls need filters.
Yeah, I know. It's just antithetical to what I perceive their generation to be, but good for you, girl. She doesn't want to be on TV.
She doesn't want to be on TV. She's really insecure, though. I was shocked by that.
Yeah.
Dude, if someone who looks like that is fucking insecure, what hope do I have? Actually, I'm a lot more secure than she is.
Same here.
So she tried to hide for a while. It didn't work. Mike is happy that she's willing to be public, and it means that they can spend more time together and see his family more. Micah says Veronica being on camera is a bigger level of commitment, and it's almost like they're married. No.
Yeah.
You're playing house.
Which
is fine. I've played house too. It's fine.
I played house at that age.
Yeah. You were married and played house at that age.
I was married. I was. Well, we were living together though before we got married, and
okay, not good.
Marriage was the thing that ended the marriage.
I understand.
Yeah,
I understand that. So now we bicker about who does what around the house. Typical day, Micah's up first. He makes coffee, and Amy, now he started making coffee for Veronica too. What a good guy.
Yeah, what a great dude.
What a winner. Going on out on a limb there. And she says the little
Timmy does not make me coffee because he brought me the coffee one time and I was like, I almost had to spit it out. He'll never make it sweet enough for me. Okay. I have to do it.
Okay. By the way, I packed K-cups for us in DC.
Okay.
Because there's a Keurig there. Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. So the first time she had salsa was with the Plaths. She's an insanely picky eater, but Amy, now she loves ranch.
Okay. When he said she had never tasted ranch. Lactose intolerant, maybe? I
don't know. I actually had never had ranch dressing until I was an adult. The only dressing I would ever eat as a kid was Thousand Island dressing.
I don't know what to do with this information, Amanda. What do you want? What do you expect me to do with that?
Nothing. It's in the past. There's nothing to be done about it.
You know what? I bet you, again, going back to the profile I've created.
Yes.
I bet you she only eats ketchup. Ketchup on everything.
Yeah.
Chicken nuggets dipped in ketchup.
Yeah. I don't mind ketchup.
I love ketchup.
Yeah, but she doesn't like to try new things. The producer asks if marriage is in the future, and they both don't answer. And Micah says no comment right now.
Micah does not seem over the moon about this girl.
I think Micah feels like he's in a fucking hostage situation.
Do you agree? Like, think about how Olivia and Ethan were together in those early seasons.
Oh my God, they were so in love. They were so smiley. They were so giddy.
In love. Yes.
They were happy.
Not that way. It's not that way anymore.
And I wonder if some of seeing Ethan and Olivia like that kind of like, and then seeing what happened in their marriage kind of soured Micah to marriage in general.
Maybe.
Plus his parents divorcing. And you've talked about this a lot, having your parents divorce at that age. I was listening to you and Kimberly. And you were talking about how unsettling that experience is.
Absolutely. It makes you question everything. Especially in my case where I thought my parents had a good marriage.
Right. Because they didn't fight.
You know what I mean? Because they didn't fight.
Right. Because we all think that the only way you have an unhappy marriage is if you're fighting.
Right. Correct.
My second husband and I never fought, which was kind of a problem.
Oh, my husband.
Because that meant we never talked about anything. Like there was never any
depth that was my parents. Yeah. They were friends. They were friends.
Yeah.
They were good friends. They were a team, but they didn't talk like friends. It was very surface level friends.
Right.
It was weird.
They didn't have the deep conversations you and I have.
No, absolutely not. About Thick and Nugget and Bob Zelda Durst. And Bob Durst. Bob.
I like that Kimberly just kept rolling with you going into Bob Durst. I love it so much. So let's go to Minneapolis. Let's end with Olivia. Let's end with happiness with Olivia.
Happiness. Yes.
We're in Minneapolis. Ethan is with his buddy Andreas. and they're working out. And I'm like, why does Ethan never wear gym clothes to the gym? He always
Just
has
when I thought
regular shorts on.
Just when I thought I couldn't not like Ethan more, if that's a sentence.
Oh, wow. This
Even when I
soured you
thought,
even more?
thank you. Thank you for speaking for me because
I
I
got
can't
you.
get the words out today.
Both of us are struggling with words this morning.
Jesus. Yes. Just when I thought I couldn't dislike Ethan more, here
We
he
added
goes
this.
to the gym. There was secondhand embarrassment. I was cringed out for him.
Yeah, it's not good.
Not good. Don't rap. Don't ever rap.
Oh, we'll get
No.
there. No.
Anyway.
No. So it's been 2 months since Olivia left and got all of her shit. So he clearly has to have moved, which may be why he's living in Minneapolis now. Because remember, the lease on the apartment was coming to an end. He's glad that they've gotten it settled. There are no winners here, he says, but he hopes that this makes him a stronger person. Okay, it's fine.
Okay.
Andreas is Ethan's BFF all up here in Minnesota, and I don't like Andreas. I don't care for him.
Andreas, no.
Ethan says reasons why he likes Andreas is he has a good work ethic and he likes going to the gym. So it's a good support for Ethan.
How about Andreas listens to me when I talk? Andreas gives really good advice. Andreas has been through some shit. And so when I say things, he understands it. No, none of that. Just, Andreas will help me to ignore my problems by going to the gym.
Do you look at someone's work ethic when you're deciding if you're going to be friends with them?
No, I could give a shit.
I could give a shit.
I mean, you have good work ethic, but that's just a coincidence that you have good work ethic.
Yeah. I mean, it works out well given that our friendship started in a working.
Correct.
And it's grown from there. But yeah, it's weird. So now he has to, of course, complain about Olivia. Andreas says Olivia will always be a part of his heart and a part of his story. I actually kind of appreciated the fact that Andreas was like, dude, it's okay. Like,
dude, you got to move on.
You got to move on. Mm-hmm. It's fine. When they met, Ethan had a great spirit about him, Andreas says, and that shifted a lot over time based on his relationship with Olivia. Ethan says he thinks he's coping better. It hurts, but it hurts less. Okay. Mm-hmm. By coping, you're just going to the gym, dude. Get a fucking therapist.
Yeah. I didn't get a therapist when I got divorced. I regret that. I needed it. I was writing a lot, and I always feel like my writing is a form of therapy for me, but it wasn't enough. I needed therapy. I had so much shit to work through.
Yeah. No, I got that. I didn't do therapy after my first marriage either, and I should have.
Yeah.
I started with Priscilla right at the end of my first marriage, so
there you go.
Well. Andreas thinks it's time for Ethan to put himself out there, go dancing, go karaokeing. Ethan's like, I've never done that, but I think I'd be good at it.
Yeah.
Ethan has no idea how to date, flirt, tell if someone likes him via social cues. And Olivia has the exact same conversation too. She doesn't know either because they've never done it.
Right. Because again, the parents have done these children a huge disservice because they've never been socialized with their peers in a normal way.
No, not at all. Andreas suggests that they go to a place called Daisy's. They're going to go line dancing. They're going to go meet girls. Ethan is hoping, watching Andreas, he'll learn how to do some of this.
Okay, I have to say something.
Okay.
There is nothing I like more than a cowboy bar.
Really?
Yes. The bars they go to in Yellowstone that are just like dirty, seedy cowboy bars. I like it. I like it. You would really not think this of me, but I like it.
But you've got that weird like corner of your brain that's very invested in cowboys.
Yes.
I don't understand where it comes from.
I love Westerns.
I know. It's this weird little corner of your brain.
I know.
I don't understand it.
I know. Like Ryan Bingham on Yellowstone, he and I could go to the bar and he could do unspeakable things to me in that bar.
I've never watched Yellowstone, but okay.
Oof.
Nice.
Okay.
So Ethan wants to write a rap song, Amy.
How dare you? How dare you bring up Ethan rapping as I'm sipping coffee? Oh God, Amanda.
I didn't expect you to laugh like that.
It's so bad. He's like, yo, I wake up in the morning and I got a coffee and I just got out of bed. It's like, what? You're just saying things.
in like a staccato way of saying it.
Like, yes.
I said,
like Leslie Knope, and you won't get this reference. Leslie Knope on Parks and Rec saying, anything sounds like poetry if you say it like this. I was like, whoa.
She's not wrong.
I know.
Okay. So here's what I wrote. Ethan wants to write a rap song. Oh God, he's going to try. Make this stop.
Good
Make
Lord.
this stop. And that's how we're done with Ethan.
Yeah.
And Andreas.
Yeah,
Bye.
Yeah. Thank
Let's
God.
go to Olivia where things are happy.
Wait, you didn't get the best part. Andreas's face while he's trying to beatbox for Ethan. He's like, okay, do I keep beatboxing? What happens here?
So now let's talk about Olivia in Los Angeles.
Okay.
She's out with her new friend Lily, and they're going to Pilates.
Okay, Amanda, I have something to say about Lily.
Okay.
So they met on a plane.
Yes.
You know what this means? The door is now open for you. All you need to do is get on a plane with Olivia.
And
you can ingratiate yourself and become friends with her.
She's
Your
open,
lifelong dream. There
she's
you go.
open. She's open to plane friends, and I could do that.
Yes.
I could.
I was like, oh my God, Amanda has a chance.
I do. And see, the thing is, I think I could really bridge the line of like obsessed fan to cool girl. Like I could admit, like, oh my gosh, Olivia Plath. I've watched the whole show. I really, really like it. I think you're extraordinary. And that would begin our conversation.
Can you tell me which chemicals Barry uses in his cocktail to knock his dates out?
Does Barry make chloroform in buckets or in barrels? Like, what is happening over there? I need to know.
Yes.
I appreciate the backdoor friend that said, I don't know if I like or hate Olivia. And I said, I'll make it easy for you. You like her.
We are an Olivia positive podcast.
We are a pro Olivia podcast here.
Yep.
So Olivia likes getting out and doing things, which is me. Like, I feel like she and I are very similar in that we go try things, we take classes, we're curious about the things. And what Olivia has learned is the thing you do in LA is Pilates.
Yeah. This looked hard.
Oh, Pilates is hard. They're on the reformer. That's no fucking joke. I've done Pilates before. It's hard. Olivia was initially skeptical, but she's like, I look at people and they look nice who do Pilates, so I'm going to go do that.
Wasn't Pilates created by somebody who was a prisoner of war?
I don't know.
He was a prisoner of war for like a long time and had to keep himself fit in the camp. And so he developed Pilates.
Origin.
Oh God. Am I so wrong on this? Everybody's screaming.
Joseph Pilates, a German man from someplace I'm not even going to try to say, developed Pilates during World War I while being held at the Nakalo internment camp on the Isle of Man. Pilates was inspired by yoga and intended to help rehabilitate wounded soldiers and war veterans. He believed his method, which he called contrology, OGY.
Yeah, so like controlling movements and stuff.
Would stimulate the mind by activating brain cells and affecting the body. Pilates principles include breath, concentration, centering, control, precision, and flow.
There we go.
There you go. You knew what you were talking about there, girl.
Just a weird fact that is stored away in my brain.
Now I have it too. So one more thing I'll be good at if it ever comes up in bar trivia.
There you go.
So she said her life right now is just all about new experiences. And today this new experience is Pilates. We're doing a reformer class. So if folks have never done Pilates, the reformer is that like table machine thing that they were on. It has like a bunch of like wires and loops and things. And you put your feet in there and your arms in there. It's all sorts of stuff. Pilates is fucking hard. I even like an intro class, I couldn't walk afterwards. It was a lot. So Olivia's like, I could work on engaging my core, which is the only thing I'm going to engage for a while.
Yeah.
Hey, girl.
Yeah.
The guy's like, where are you from? Or Lily's like, I'm from Minnesota. So we find out they met on a flight. They made friends, which might be my in for her. Now the Pilates instructor invites them to go sit and have some tea. I was confused.
That was weird.
That was very strange. But the way he said it, I thought he was going to join them for tea. I was like, what is happening? I mean, like I said, I've taken Pilates classes. Usually, like, you wrap up and you leave.
Right.
Like, you know, we've all...
You don't even look at each other because you've seen each other in the worst positions. And you're just... You need to get out of there.
I mean...
You've seen me crying.
I need to everybody has done at least one like exercise class in their life. Maybe not. Maybe there are people who've never tried it, but like we've all gone to something.
Yeah.
You do the thing and then you leave. This is not
because you're embarrassed.
Hanging out.
So you just get the fuck out of there.
Right. Exactly. So Olivia says that Lily was the kind of friend she wanted to have when she felt really alone in her marriage. Which I think is sweet. She likes, Lily likes how Olivia is honest, her openness, and her willingness to be vulnerable, which is what I like about Olivia too. Maybe Lily and I should be friends.
Yeah, there you go. The three of you. Oh my God. You can't replace me though.
No.
Okay.
I'm not replacing you.
Just checking.
I'm just adding. There's
Okay.
no replacement.
Just checking. I want to be front and center on your twin flame board.
You are front and center on my twin flame board. Which, friends, I've been trying to make a twin flame board, and what I've come to realize, I'm not as ridiculous as Amy.
Yours probably would make sense.
It does. It's got like Bradley Whitford on it. Like, yeah. And Michael J. Fox.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Leo and Toby.
Okay. Your board's way different than mine. My board is just trash.
What? I mean, David Koresh and Bob Durst.
And Helter Skelter?
And Helter Skelter. And just the Titanic?
Just the Titanic, man.
Just the Titanic. You're very strange. So Olivia shares that Ethan had signed the divorce papers and she feels relief, but we know they're still not divorced because they mucked it up. Yeah. Olivia explains that Ethan gave her a letter, which we saw him do at the end of the last episode. She didn't want to hear it.
This was so interesting.
This was so interesting. She's like, I didn't want to talk about it anymore because every time we talk, it just didn't go well. We weren't accomplishing anything. So she has the letter. She also found a card from him from a fight they had 3 years previous.
When they separated.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, that was like season 4, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. The card and the letter were basically word for word the exact same fucking thing.
Oh, wow.
And nothing had changed. Wow. Which, if anything, is going to make her feel like she made the right choice about leaving Ethan.
That's it.
That's it. Nothing's changed. He sees the challenges and he does nothing about it.
Not only that, he has not had any emotional growth.
Not at all.
And like all that traveling they did and all that, you know what I mean? And nothing. He's still that kid in Cairo with his head under a hood. And not a KKK hood, a car hood.
No, a car hood. Yes.
Yeah, yes. I am not implying that he is part of the KKK.
No.
But a car hood. Yes.
A car hood. Yeah. Yeah. Or just hide like up a tree somewhere, climbing a tree. Yeah. Like that's where he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's sad.
It's sad.
Olivia says she feels confused because nothing has changed, so she doesn't find it genuine, which I understand. Like if someone says, I did X wrong, and then 3 years later wrote me another apology for doing
I'm still doing X wrong.
Then fucking fix X.
Yeah. Yep.
Do something.
Yeah.
Do something. Do you think the two of them ever went to therapy together?
No. I don't think he would go.
Yeah. She probably was she was seeing a therapist before they ended their marriage for sure.
Yeah. Yep. 100%.
She doesn't find it's genuine, but she doesn't want her hurt parts to dictate how she feels about other people. Good job, girl.
Yeah. And I want to say something too about therapy. Therapy's not for everybody.
No, it's not.
It's not. And if Ethan didn't want to go to therapy because it wasn't for him, that's fine. Because there's some people who have a hard time expressing their emotions to strangers.
Yes.
And they would obsess over that rather than, and then you're not getting everything you need out of therapy.
Right.
That's fine. But you have to have some other outlet for introspection.
Yes.
Are you reading books? Are you thinking? Are you meditating? Are you doing this? Or something
to get this through. Yeah.
Yes. He's doing nothing.
He's fixing cars and going to the gym.
Is the problem. Right. Which is the problem.
So Olivia has started dating. She began when she moved to LA. She says everyone goes at their own pace post-divorce.
She's real sure to get that timeline across to everybody.
Yeah. After that, did not date before. Got to LA. And so she's like, I was going to go have a hoe phase, but didn't go good.
Yeah. That was me.
And she
did not go well.
Did not go well. She thinks that hoe was initially a negative word used towards women, which it was. So she's trying to reclaim it. She says, I can do what I want with my body when I want.
Yes, you can.
It's all my control.
Can I just make a quick note?
Of course.
Nobody in the Plath family, just when we were saying well, it struck me. Nobody in the Plath family knows the difference between good and well.
No, because that requires education.
Right, because Kim Plath was their teacher.
Right, because they have none.
Okay. Anyway.
So Olivia tells the story of going out with a guy, and then he's like, let's go back to my apartment so I can show you my cat. And she's like, I need to talk to you about this.
I need to talk to you about this. Because Amanda, I would fall for this.
Yeah.
Is this code for something I don't know? Or is she saying the obvious that it was code to go back and bang and she didn't pick up on that?
It's code to go back and bang. He used a really innocuous reason to come to my house, and now we're going to make out and and do the.
So coming back to my house to see my cat doesn't mean the infamous pussy beard from Love Off the Grid.
I don't think so. I don't think, if it does, I'm not aware. I think it just means that you're going to get to my home and we're going to make the beast with two backs.
Okay. All right.
As they say.
See, I would need to call you in this time and be like,
I appreciated that you admitted to Kimberly that should something happen to Timmy, you're going to need me to help you through.
Yeah. 100%.
Also, we have a new phrase to use, which I'm really liking. Like, do you want tea? Do you mean herbal or verbal?
Yeah.
I'm here for this.
That was
I'm here for this.
unfortunate.
I'm here for it. I think it's adorable. Because I'm such a nerd. I think
Was it
cute.
better or worse than Ethan's rap?
Oh, way better.
Okay.
Nothing is as cringy as Ethan's rap and Andreas going.
Yeah. Andreas, just stop. Just stop.
Make all of this stop.
Yes.
And that's our show, Amy. That's it. That's all that happened because nothing fucking happened. Because we had to do a stupid mud race.
Mm-hmm.
We met Veronica Peters and we found out Olivia has no game, which we kind of knew already.
Now, coming up in the back
next time
half.
on. Oh, we do have next time on. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I totally forgot about that.
Because we know that we see Ken and Barry meet, and that's what I'm fucking here for.
I know. I want to see this.
Go on.
So Olivia talks about wanting to date someone who knows how to do laundry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. And she gets sucked into going to someone's house to meet the cat. Okay, that's where that came from. Lydia asks if the family is doing anything on Sunday, but she's like, why? She's like, it's my birthday. Well, they're doing a surprise party for her.
Shut the fuck up, small wonder.
Do robots get birthdays?
Well, it's the day she was plugged in for the first time.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, booted up.
Sentient.
Her first boot. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Barry and Kim meet up. She doesn't think it is awkward, but it isn't comfortable. And I just said Barry fucking hates her.
Barry
hates her.
He, you know what he does? He envisions killing her and jerks off while he's doing it.
Wow. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say you can never give me shit for pussy beard again. No.
Allegedly. I mean,
wow, that was disgusting.
That's how much he hates her, is fantasies about killing her.
He does have, yeah. He wishes she would
hate her.
He hates her.
Yeah. And she hates him.
Right. I don't blame either of them for hating each other.
No,
I hate both of them.
We hate you. We hate both of you.
I'm glad they're coming around to what we've known about them all along, is that they're terrible.
But I know Barry, when he meets with Ken, he'll be like, well, this is awkward. Hello there. Like, he'll try to make it like, Barry is really working hard on this. I'm just a good old dad.
Yeah.
No.
He's trying to be the goofy, awkward dad.
Kim, listen to Meatloaf, Bad Out of Hell, because the album had Bad Out of Hell. It was called Bad Out of Hell. Lest us never forget.
Yes, lest we never forget.
Jesus Christ, this guy. All right, Amanda, thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry, folks, this was a terrible episode, but it is. We can only interpret the text that is presented to us.
It is. I want to talk about two things very quickly.
Okay.
One is I want to thank everyone for giving Timmy some love on his little episode that he did.
Does he feel good about it?
I don't think he cares.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I'm like, oh, Timmy, everybody he's like, yeah, okay. Well, I never want to do this again. Like, Timmy he doesn't, adoration doesn't work with Timmy. It's real weird. Like, I'm over here like, pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. And he's just like,
tell me you like
whatever.
me. Tell me you like me. Tell me you like me.
He, I think secretly though, he was pretty happy that everybody liked it.
I'm sure.
And the second thing I want to talk about is the Jake Anthony interview with Kay Casey.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was very good. It
was very good. It was very good. I was texting Amy the whole time. So if anyone's not familiar, Kay Casey, another podcaster, very, very successful podcaster. Maybe like a year or so ago, she started doing this Saturday series. And it first started with just her life story, which is fascinating. And interestingly, she and I were born in the same hospital. So I reached out to her to try to see if we had the same, if our mothers had the same OB.
Okay.
Because there's only one or two in Phoenixville. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so we're born in the same hospital and she's only a couple of years younger than I am. So could have been there. But she's been interviewing friends. She interviewed our good friend Ace a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
That was on.
Yeah.
Matt Maher was on in December-ish towards the end of last year. but she interviewed Jake. And what I really loved about the interview, I mean, you all know we love Matt and Jake so much.
I know.
What I loved about the interview is on the show, Jake has they both have little personas. They are who they are, but there's a persona that they have. And Jake's is very not sentimental, not particularly vulnerable.
Yeah.
And he was so open and vulnerable in this interview.
Yeah.
It was really beautiful. And what he said about one of the things he loves most about the show that they do in the community they've created, the Sissy Squad, etc., is that they've given people a place to feel seen, which is what he always wanted as a kid. He talks so beautifully about his parents. He's like, my parents love me, but my parents just never really got me.
You
and I felt that.
Me and you said, you will relate to this. And you were right. 100% I relate to this. My parents did not understand me. No.
My parents understand some parts of me, but there's big parts of me that like my parents do not understand.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But it's hard too when you're growing up and trying to figure out who you are and realizing the people who
I agree.
are raising you don't understand you.
I agree.
And I thought it was just beautiful. And I thought, I feel like that's a lot of what you and I want to do with Backdoor Friends.
100%.
Have a place where people get to be seen.
Remember when I started the podcast, I always said to you, my goal is to make people feel seen. Because that is the most important thing to me, is to feel seen and heard.
Yes.
And that's, I think, what we try to do every day.
Exactly. And it just, I don't know, it just really resonated with me. If folks are remotely interested in Jake, listen to it. It's not a Patreon thing. It's on her free podcast.
Yeah. You know what I loved so much is,
interview. Yeah.
And you and I've talked about this before. Jake really talks lovingly about his mother.
Yeah.
And I love that.
I do too.
But you and I talk about like how smart our mothers are. Like he was talking about how smart his mother was.
How brilliant his mom is. Yeah.
And how she didn't get a chance to pursue that education. Neither did my mother. I talk about that a lot. And I don't know, just how lovingly he spoke about her was really beautiful.
It was, particularly because on the podcast, so much of his joke is, gah, Mother Poodle being ridiculous. Because I'm sure she is ridiculous.
Yes.
But to talk about how loved he felt by her.
And how close he is with his brother.
Yeah. That he doesn't talk about
I never really knew that. No.
Yeah. And I'm glad he's close with his brother.
Yeah.
So,
all right, guys. So definitely listen to that. And thank you, Amanda, for drawing my attention to that, because I did not see it. And I was very happy to listen to it last night. Yeah. And for those of you trash bags who are here, I'm sure you know already, but Ace was on as well. And that was a very moving
It was a beautiful interview too, talking about.
I was cutting the grass and crying when I was listening to that one.
Of course you were. I didn't cry, but I understand why people would have cried, because talking just about,
it's interesting that
their infertility and their journey to become parents. It's beautiful.
It's interesting that you said Jake has this persona of being like cold and kind of not cold, but like, just not super sappy, not super sentimental. I see him as super sentimental and deep and emotional. I do
too, but but I feel like he tries to have this like.
I think he tries to play, But
it's interesting because Matt is definitely the more warm and fuzzy, gooey person of the two. But Matt's like me. He's like, I don't cry. He's like, it's Jake that's gonna cry.
I think that's how I see my sister. Poodle reminds me so much of Jenny in so many ways. And one of the ways is Jenny is not comfortable expressing her emotion, but Jenny is very emotional, if that makes sense. Like she's very deeply emotional, and I'm one of the only people in her life that sees that side of her and knows that side of her, whereas everybody else kind of thinks that she's pretty cold.
She's cool cucumber.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I see that in Jake as well. Anyway, we're done psychoanalyzing Jake. Okay.
Yeah, it was a wonderful interview. If you're interested, go listen.
Absolutely. All right, guys, if you haven't already, please check out our Facebook group, Backdoor Friends. Don't post Zelda in there.
No. I will come down with a hammer. And friends, if you see anything like that, just come to me. Don't tell Amy. Just come straight to me. I will take care of it.
Yes, I don't care if it's in the middle of podcast movement.
Yeah, come to me. I will take
call Amanda. Facebook call her.
Yeah,
and get her on the phone.
I'll take care of it. I'm not afraid.
All right, and thank you for supporting the show. Please leave a 5-star review and share with friends.
Yes. Please.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Take care, everyone.